Hello Stampers, I'm Dina Lanzendorf at Inka with Dink and welcome to my video. Today for my video I'm going to be sharing with you some swaps that I recently received in a swap I did with my team. I've got the catalog out here, the new annual catalog, because that was the theme of this particular swap, is that it had to contain something new from the annual catalog. So I got this here and I marked my pages so I can share with you what stamp set was used on all the cards. So are you ready to get started? Let's do this. So on this card, I'm not sure what stamp set was used for Happy Birthday, but lots of people have lots of Happy Birthday sets. But I love this Ornate Garden Designer Series paper. I do love that paper. It's so pretty and it looks really nice on these cards with the squares and then the Happy Birthday in the middle. So I love it. And this was by Deborah. This particular card here is a pretty one, and it uses the stamp set on page 12, which is Jar of Flowers. Okay, this one right here. I love it. I've done several cards with this stamp set. It's super duper pretty. And what she did on this one was she just went through and stamped the jar 4 times and then actually did the flowers and the stems and stuff on this card. So I love it. It's a beautiful card, and that was by Sandy. This card here uses another one of my favorite stamp sets, and that's on page 13 of the catalog. That's the Celebrate Sunflowers. I've used it a lot on cards too. And this one is super simple, no coloring in or anything, but it's just randomly stamped the sunflowers and the leaves, and I love it. It's very pretty, and that one's by Laura. This one here uses a stamp set that I loved and was one of the celebration stamp sets, and it is the, let me show it to you in the catalog, the Timeless Tulips. Okay, so on page 21 of the catalog, it's such a pretty stamp set. Love the tulips, and then she used some of the ornate dies to do that down the side, and Joan made this one. This one here is another pretty one, and these dies are actually on my list, and they are from the Peony Suite. Okay, so here's the stamp set, and she didn't actually use the stamp set, but she did use the dies, and they, from what I have seen, I do not have them yet, but they are super easy to put together to make an absolutely beautiful, kind of like a 3D peony. They're so pretty, especially when you tip the edges of it with ink, which this one did, and this one's by Jerry. So it just turned out to be a beautiful card. This one here, you guys know, is one of my favorite stamp sets because I've used it a whole lot. And that is in the annual catalog on page 91, and that is the Nothing's Better Than stamp set. Love it. It's cookies, coffees, cocktails, chocolate, all kinds of fun stuff. And this one uses some of the foil sheets too. So a day without chocolate is like, just kidding, I have no idea. And I certainly don't, because I eat chocolate all the time. But I thought this was really a pretty card, and Dana made this card. And then using the same stamp set is this card right here with all the chocolate chip cookies on it. Love it. Diane made this one. Today's plan is consume cookies and chocolate. I hear you. This card here is using a fun stamp set, and I just got this stamp set, and so I'm anxious to play with it. And that is here on page 104 of the catalog. That is the Zany Zebras. I've seen people do it and color it actually in rainbow colors for fruit striped gum, because it used to have a zebra like that. So this one's really cute. She put a little birthday hat on there. Love all the cardstock back there in the back and the different rainbow colors. And Sheila made this one. So cute card. This one here uses a fun stamp set, page 105 of the catalog, called Way to Goat. And it is goats, and then all the sentiments on it are all goat related. So Way to Goat. Happy birthday, you old goat. You're the goat, greatest of all time. So just some fun sentiments in it. Super cute stamp set. Love the layers of the Designer Series paper, the embossing folder, and that was by Pat. This one here is a fun one in the catalog, and I did get it too, called Senior Years, just because I love all the sayings in it. It's super fun, good for retirements, birthdays, things like that. And look here what she did with the pearls. She made pearl earrings, the drop hang pearl earrings. Isn't that the cutest thing? Okay, and that is by Lisa. This one here uses a beautiful stamp set in the catalog, page 110, called Forever Fern. I have made several cards using it also, and she did kind of a fun opening on this one. It looks like it's going to open up and all unfold, but it actually opens like a regular card. These are just different layers on the front that she's done, and popped them up, and it just turned out, I love the way she stamped, and then it's all cut out around it. So it's a beautiful card. She did a great job, and that was by Debbie. This one here is one of my favorite new stamp sets also. Everybody uses stuff I love. Page 127 of the catalog, the Arranger Wreath. This was actually the stamp set that we're using on one of my last online clubs that I did. We made 6 cards with it, and they just are beautiful. But I love this with the fall flowers on there. Super pretty. And that's by Julie. And then this is the card I did with the same stamp set with some spring flowers on it, or summer flowers, and put best wishes. Now let me show you a little bit about this stamp set that's super fun. So the stamp set has a wreath in it, okay, that you can stamp, and then with your dies you can cut out so that it gives your wreath some pop, some 3D, because you've got not only the stamped image in the background, but then you've got some die cut on top of it to give it more of a 3D look. And then when you put the different things on top of it to decorate it, and the bows, that really helps and just makes it pop and go wow. So there you go. There are my swaps that I got in a recent swap from the new catalog. I hope you guys have enjoyed this, and that maybe it's sparked your creativity, that you'll want to get up and play with some of these things. If there's any of these that you love and want to add to your collection, be sure and go to dinalstamps.stampinup.net. Use my August host code, because when you do, and it's at least $30, you qualify to receive my monthly card kit. And the card kit actually is 6 cards. It's 2 each of all 3 of these, and one of all of them will be completed for you to use as a sample. The second one will be just the consumables for you to use your own stamps and stamp pads to make your own creation. So again, thank you so much for joining me as I shared some of my swaps, and I will catch you next time.